Shalom. Giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem El Shai Bashem Rakakwadash. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video a few words on the movie Fallout, which actually is a series, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I have a Prime Video. I got it month and a half, 2 months ago, maybe. So they've been advertising this movie series called Fallout. Didn't pay too much attention to what it was meant by Fallout. Fallout meaning fallout shelters. The movie actually is about Armageddon, World War III, ICBM, mushroom clouds, whatever you want to call it, happening and everybody going to a fallout. And that's what you're gonna get in the first. I only watched like the first maybe 15 minutes. And when I was watching certain parts of the movie or the series, I was thinking about the scriptures, because there was a part where they set this woman up to get with this man, let's say from another sector. Let's just say that. I don't want to, give no spoilers. Trying to stay away from that so you can watch the movie yourself. But anyway, that scene where they got the man and the young man and young woman together, it reminded me of Isaac and Rebecca. And when you read the account of Isaac and Rebecca, Isaac never saw Rebecca, ever, never saw anything had to do with Rebecca. He had no idea what she looked like, and Rebecca had no idea what Isaac looked like. And the servant came to bring Rebecca to Isaac, and they got it in. And same thing in this movie. So the writers of this movie, I'm guaranteed they got it from the scriptures. They were showing you the importance of you have to have a man and a woman to keep the seed going. And they would, I believe if I'm not mistaken, the man, they said, we're going to give you this man to keep the seed going, and we're going to give you this crop. It's bugged out. There's a lot of twists and turns. It's basically, from about 15 minutes or so of me watching it, it's basically a go-between, a combination of, let's say, Star Wars, any futuristic film, and the Gangs of New York. I'll say it again, and the Gangs of New York. Yeah, so when I was watching, I kept thinking about the scriptures, and yep, she never saw this guy. She didn't know what the guy looked like. And they were wondering, the other people, the other family, they were wondering what the guy looked like. And he looked like, he was a Edomite, of course, but he didn't look fat and out of shape. He was in shape. He was, what you would call a good-looking guy, as far as this world is concerned. He was an Edomite, blonde hair, Edomite. And the woman was a good-looking woman. And they set up I'm not going to tell you no more. I'm telling the movie. But anyway, that reminded me of Isaac and Rebecca getting together. Never saw each other. Isaac never saw Rebecca. Rebecca never saw Isaac. And when they got with each other, they got right into it. And that's what the scripture means. Then he knew her. Like I said, we got to get to know each other. Yeah, well, that's how you get to know each other. Through sex. X-E-X. And then it takes a crazy turn into madness. And I'm trying to, watch it to see if I'm going to like this. I ain't going to watch this. But that little 13, 14, 15 minutes of me seeing it makes me want to see the rest of it and makes me want to watch the series, right? It says, based on one of the greatest video game series of all. Okay, it's okay. That's what it is. I'm not into those video games. Okay, so it's based off of a video game, but it's a series, an ongoing series. Oh, now this right here, wait a minute. Okay, you see that right there? You got, let me see if I can catch it again. Okay, that's a movie camera. And there's a reason why. Anyway, I'm not going to say no more. But like I said, people go back to biblical times. When everything is cut off, no electricity and this, that, and the third, they go back to like biblical war. And in the importance of like harvest. That's why after the Passover, you had the Feast of Weeks, because Israel lived off of the harvest. And they prayed. You had the waving of the sheaf, which is the, for praying and blessing for a good harvest. That's how Egypt became great, through Joseph, through those dreams. You had these men of Egypt that had dreams, and Joseph was able to break those dreams down. And one of the dreams goes into 7 years of plenty, which you had a cow that was fat, and then you had a cow that was skinny. It was seven cows that were lean and strong, and another 7 cows that looked like they were a minute from dropping dead. So Joseph said that's talking about 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of drought. And see, if you living in that time, you have a good year. Next year you have a good year. Next year you have a good year. 5 years you got a good year. You're saying we ain't gonna have no more. We ain't gonna get no more. We don't get no bad crops. So what the Egyptians did, as Joseph giving them the breakdown, they saved for them bad years, and then whatever the people round about had, gold, whatever they had to give themselves up, their children up, to eat. And now everybody's talking about this inflation and food prices and the shelves. Shit, I went to get a thing of toothpaste. I get what's it called? Maine's. This is natural toothpaste. And what else? Yeah, well, anyway, the toothpaste, they got the Colgate. I don't get that shit. The Colgate, the Crest, and all that. I get the natural stuff, which costs, it's almost $8 now. But they only had a few. They used to have all, the one that I got, it was the last one. The brand that I got, there's different types. There's for whitener, there's for whole, how's it called? Whole Care or something like that. That's Tom from Maine's, all right? And they have other natural toothpaste, which are like, organic and non-GMO and so forth, but they cost. And like I said, that particular, whatever I got, it's in the other room. It's in the kitchen, actually. I don't put shit in the bathroom. I don't put my toothpaste in the bathroom. I have my toothpaste, my toothbrush in the refrigerator. I don't have it nowhere near the bathroom. But I noticed that there was the shelves were bare. And if I said I needed that particular, I would have took another one. But if I really needed that one, I'll be asked out. And they've been talking about, food shortages. And when you have food shortages, whatever food they have, the prices go up. And I was listening today and what was it today? Today and maybe part of yesterday, that a lot of pharmaceuticals are running low. A lot of them. You go to get a prescription, they don't have it. It's on back order. And they're all blaming it on what happened, let's say, 4 years ago. 2019, 2020, 2021. We're feeling the effects of those years, of those, what happened back in 2019 and so forth, which we know what's happening behind the scenes, conspiracy. Anyway, I was watching, okay, here it is right here. Okay, this is Donut Factory. Donut giving you all your Illuminati news. Yeah, this guy, I just subscribed to him about a week ago, and I was watching, and I found out this guy Donut, he's supposed to be a small hat, but he's kind of against the small hats, the anti-Semitic imagination, Illuminati, and satanic conspiracies with Charles Moskowitz. Now, he's a small hat too, but he goes into the, let me do this. This guy right here. Let me see, sorry about that.
He formed by Donald Trump and the...
Okay, this is the author of that book, Moskowitz, and this is Donut. So I was watching some of it. I didn't watch all of it. So you got, JJs that kind of know about the wicked plots and the conspiracy out there. Then he even explains a conspiracy. A conspiracy is when, two or more people get together to do something that's with wicked or evil intent. Then he says, but that can't happen in the government? That conspiracies don't happen in the government? Like Bishop Nathaniel referred to us, he was talking about us. He said a conspiracy theorist is generally a nut. No, that's not true. That's not true. The movie Conspiracy, I think it was called Conspiracy or Conspiracy Theory, starring this guy from Australia. Actually, he's from New York. He relocated to Australia with his father, Mel Gibson, the racist ass Mel Gibson inside joke. If you know what I'm talking about, you can put it in the comments. But anyway, he did that movie, and in the movie they portrayed him as a nut. Like when you're watching a movie, you're like, this guy's a nut. This guy's, and that's what they do. If you a conspiracy theorist, they want to label you as a nut. But this guy's not a nut, and he breaks it down. He said, you mean to tell me a man and a woman could get together and she's married to another man and want to kill the man and, get his insurance payout? So she's messing with this other guy to get the insurance payout. He's dead, and they'll live happily ever after spending this guy's money. That's a conspiracy. So if somebody thinks that's happening, does that make them a nut? So then he says, but it doesn't happen with government? Oh, just they're too ethical? But anyway, you get a chance, you watch this. But I'm going to continue to watch this series. And it's free. If you got the subscription, it's free. And I'm, from me watching the first 15 minutes, kind of said I'm gonna watch the rest of it, and then I'll probably watch the whole series. I'll probably get into it from the beginning. So I'm pretty sure some of y'all saw it, or y'all saw the theatrical trailer for it. So if you saw some of it, saw the first 15 minutes, let me know on the comment section. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.